This is the story of a young German striker that goes by the name of Julian Weber. And it's days like today that only come once in a lifetime for players like this. The day where he must choose his first club. Being born and raised in Germany, two of the biggest clubs in the country are asking for his signature. Where will he start his career? This is the story of Julian Weber. Rated one of the top young strikers in the world, and coming from a very successful and wealthy family full of other footballers, the pressure was on for me to succeed. But the only question, where to start my career? Do I start at a smaller club and work my way up from the bottom, or do I go big from the beginning and sign for one of the giants of Germany? That's exactly the route I wanted to take. Here are our offers.
Julian, my boy, you've made my job very easy. I've gone out to try to find teams interested in signing you, and there were quite a few. Almost every club in Germany was interested in your signature, and I know you want to play for a top team. Here's the best two options. Your call on which one. The playing time might be slim. These are your best choices. It's up to you now.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, growing up, I had a pretty easy coming up of age. I grew up in a very wealthy family, successful family. I was a star footballer, traveling the world on holidays, playing for all these different big clubs, and things were great. I mean, holidays every weekend, football every weekend. You couldn't get much better than this. I always had the nicest cars, the nicest houses. I ate the nicest food, and everything was great. And again, playing for some of the top teams in the world, I played for mostly German clubs, in the main one being Bayern Munich and their under 17 team, their youth team. I did it all, traveling with them, playing with them, and living in the nicest houses, such as this one right here, with my family. And playing football as a youngster, I always had dreams and aspirations of playing for a big team in Germany. That's been the goal since day one. I didn't want to start out at a smaller club and work my way up. No, I wanted to be the best, and I wanted to play for the best teams at all the points in my career. And as things were looking, playing for Bayern Munich's youth team, it was looking like I was just gonna sign for them right away, and that was going to be it. Done and dusted. That was until everything changed. It was a dark and stormy night. My family was traveling overseas to watch me play in a tournament. And well, let's just say that plane never made it to its destination. Lost at sea, crashed. No one knows for sure, but the plane was never recovered. The bodies were never found. No one knows what happened to the victims, and all hope was lost. My family was gone. After this tragedy, I was heartbroken, and I started to blame myself because they were going to see me, and now I was left with no one. My whole life, I never really had any friends as I was traveling, and I never really went to a real school, got to meet real friends. My family were the only people that I really knew, that I really loved. This was something that nearly tore me away from the game that I love. Because it occurred on the way to one of my big tournaments, I gave up football for a little bit, and I started to doubt myself, but always in the back of my mind, I knew I could never give up on my dream and could never give up on making my family proud, because that's one thing that I was doing in becoming a great footballer. It was making them proud. And even though they might not be watching me on the sidelines, boys, they'll be watching me somewhere. I had to get out my anger, though. It was a tough few years, honestly, getting over this, because I was left with all their wealth, all their fortune, the houses, everything was mine. This big, giant mansion, now mine, with no one else living in it but myself. And it was from here on out where I was alone to care for myself. Although I had other family members, I wasn't really close with them either. So I'm on my own for good. For the rest of my life, it'll be no one but me, Julian Weaver, to hopefully one day grow up and become a legend at the game that I was, and not only make my family proud from up above, but also make my country proud. This is the start of the German legend. So over the years, I continued my success on the youth teams at Bayern Munich, and again, I was rated among the top players in the world. Every team was wanting my name, and most people just assumed I was gonna be prepared to sign for Bayern Munich, but that wasn't necessarily the road I think I wanted to go. I looked at all options, I explored all options, and it's time to choose. The two clubs, of course, Bayern Munich was one of them, but also Dortmund. One of Bayern Munich's biggest rivals was a team I was considering. They were a team that had a lot less depth, and they were offering me more playing time. But then again, they were big rivals of Bayern. This is the choice I made, and this is the start of the FIFA 19 My Player. Let's choose our team.
This is going to be a great signing for Dortmund. I don't know if I've ever seen a player this young, of this caliber. The last player I think we saw was Lionel Messi. This man has Messi written all over him. Great signing for Dortmund. Can't wait to see what he does. I mean, he's absolutely incredible. It's a steal for Dortmund. Easy decision. One of the best players of our generation. People are calling him the next Messi, the next Mbappe. I think he'll be better than both combined. This dude is amazing.
So yes, boys, this is it, the beginning of our brand new My Player for FIFA 19. This is going to be the second My Player we've done through FIFA 19. Make sure if you guys are new, subscribe to the channel for daily content, My Player, career mode, everything involving football, and check out my previous My Player career modes if you want to see videos like this. We've done the Spanish legend, we've done the Argentinian legend, the American legend, the English legend. We've done all these players. This time, we're going to a country we've never done before. It's going to be Germany. So many people were telling me to do a smaller nation. Yes, don't worry, there will be more My Players this year, and I will be doing a smaller nation, but Germany was a team, or a nation, I should say, that I wanted to explore. So that's why we ended up going with Germany. I wanted to start in the German league, and what better than doing a German player in the German league? Let's do it, boys. His name, Julian Weaver, a striker for Dortmund. Hopefully, we're going to be getting a good amount of playing time this year, and we're already on our way to our very first training session with the team, boys. And oh God, we're already late. We woke up a little bit late for this one, and hopefully that doesn't give us a bad impression going into the first day of training being late, but we're rushing, we're sprinting here to the training grounds. hopefully, man, the coach won't be mad. And if he is, our hopes of starting this year might be out the window earlier than we expected. We made it to training and we performed decently well. We're going to be low rated to start things out, so we're not going to be a superstar early on. It's going to take some time to improve things such as our finishing, our long shots, volleys, different things such as that. So bear with me. Of course, it's a new my player, so we got to get through the ups and the downs early on in our career. If you guys do go on to enjoy episode 1, leave a like. Let's see if we can smash 1,000, maybe 2,000 likes for episode number 1. Do that right now. Hit the like button, boys. And with this career mode, I do plan on making it different than other career modes I've done in the past. I want to make it sort of like a mixture between the GTA cutscenes and making them look kind of vloggy-ish. I'm sure you've seen a lot of vloggers out there and the cinematics that they put into their videos. I'm gonna kind of do that in this series. You saw it a little bit from the intro, but expect different cutscenes during this series. It's gonna be unlike any my player I've ever made. I want to try something new. Hopefully it works out and you guys go on to enjoy it. Let me know what you guys thought of the intro to today's video. Spent a lot of time making that and working on it. So yeah, with that being said, let's jump in to this series. It's time to kick off our career. Julian Weber, 20 years of age. Before we get into our first game and beginning our season, I'm honestly just speechless and had to spend a little bit of time by myself to just soak in everything that's about to happen in my life. We're going from playing on the youth grounds to, well, we're about to play in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Dortmund is one of, you guys know, the most intense stadiums to play in. It's going to be a huge change in scenery. And with that being said, it's time to jump in to game number 1, the first game of the year in the Bundesliga. We've been selected for the starting 11. Red Bull Leipzig is the team we're going to be playing. Let's begin the career of Julian Weber. This is it. Hopefully we'll be able to look back on this game at the end of our career, and hopefully it's going to be a successful career. Most all of my players we've done in this series or in the history of my channel have been successful. You never know though, boys. Not everything may go the way it's planned in this series. There may be some ups, there may be some downs, but we're going to grind through it. Let's get into game number 1. Again, we're playing here in Dortmund. Here's a look at the starting 11 that Dortmund is going to be putting out. We're making our debut for the club. And so is another player up top. Morata is someone they've signed at the striker position, which isn't really good for myself in terms of playing time. We have other players such as Philip and Alcacer. We're probably 4th on the list for the striker position on this team. We're not going to be starting every single game, so we got to take full advantage of the games that we do play in to ensure that we get in the starting 11 as much as possible this year. With that being said, let's begin the career of Julian Weber. Here we go. It's game time. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. The moment I've been waiting for my entire life is finally coming true. Will we be able to get that dream debut goal, though? That's all that I'm hoping for. Leipzig with the first chance right here. And how did this one not go in? So freaking close. We're going to move on, though, with the first chance for Dortmund. Many players work their entire lives for a debut goal. And will we be able to do it? So strong. Headed pass right here from our teammates, and who would have guessed it? Minutes into this game of the first half, we get our debut goal. What a goal it was. Open net. We just had to tap it in. We could have scored a better goal, and we probably scored better debut goals on our other My Player series. But, hey man, the first one is the hardest one to get, and we've done it. We can shake off the nerves now and we can play the game. We need to continue with this goal-scoring form to impress the manager so we can be starting every single game. Once we can get into good form, I can guarantee we're going to be in the starting 11 for every game from here on out. But as soon as we get in bad form, it's kind of just the way it works in this game. We'll probably be out of the starting 11. So we need to continue this. Maybe we can grab a few goals here at our debut. That would be insane. Leipzig right here is going to get themselves a chance to equalize. It's never an easy task to play in front of these Dortmund fans. So we're going to make it hard on Leipzig here in this one. And check things out. We're going for goal once again. And as you can see, I'm a little young. I'm a little unexperienced. This one right here, well, I was offside to begin with, and then the shot was just terrible. That one went way wide. Here in the 39th minute, yet another chance. Can we get two before halftime? Oh my God, a volley right here at our debut. 2 goals in the first half. We might be on our way to a hat trick in our debut. Now that's something that's never been done in our My Players series. Could it happen today? This one from another great pass from my teammate, and that was a spectacular volley. Honestly, I'm shocked that went in. I'm shocked we scored that one because we're so low rated. Our volleys should be terrible, but for some reason, that was perfectly timed. It was on target, and it was in the back of the net. That is just the dream way to start our career and start this half as well. We're going for a win in our debut. Who cares about the goals? We just want the 3 points. Although Dortmund doing well in real life at the moment, we gotta do our best to replicate it in this career mode. Go for the league title our first season. Of course, it's going to be more difficult when we start to take on the teams like Bayern Munich, but I shouldn't even be saying that because Leipzig is such a solid team in this league. Getting a win against them in my debut would be something special. A chance for them to get a goal back. They couldn't do it, and they're going to get a few chances here in the second half to potentially score. For some reason, it just was not coming easy for them whatsoever. This shot is going to go just wide. A volley attempt right there. It would not go in the back of the net here in the 89th minute. Yet another go at goal, this time from the head of a Leipzig attacker. It's saved. And with that, the game is over. Game, set, match. A win in 2 goals in our debut. Guys, I'd be shocked if we weren't in the starting 11 for our next game after a performance such as that. That's something special, and I just wish my family could have been here to witness it. We all know what happened, but guys, we're out here playing for them, and that's what our whole career is going to be focused on, making them proud. And hopefully one day we'll get to raise trophies such as the World Cup, the Champions League, and we'll get to do it in their name, in their honor. In the meantime, boys, we're headed back home, and we might as well give you a full house tour of this sort of home we inherited from them. And yes, it is in Dortmund. That is where we're living. You guys are going to get the full experience. There's the kitchen right there. The living room, as you guys saw. We got the nice couch, the nice TV as well. And check out our bedroom that we're staying in. We got the master suite right here. Wow, it's honestly incredible. Huge room. It's a huge house, honestly, just for one person to be living in. Maybe we'll get some people to join us. Always in these series, I like to add new characters and outside people, but this is our full house tour. Another thing I'm bringing back in this series is the viewer votes. You guys are going to control this series more than ever. So here's the vote. How do you want next episode to go? Do we bond with our new teammates, or do we go out and already start looking for new sponsorships? Vote in the right hand corner. 1,000 likes. Episode 2 will be up as soon as possible. Hope you guys are going to go on to enjoy this series. I'm putting a lot of work, effort into it, and I can't wait to bring you the full career of Julian Weber. Thanks for watching episode number 1, and we'll see you boys later. Peace.